Happy Friday morning, everybody. I arrived out here in Sturgis on Tuesday, and today's Friday. So I've been here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've been here 4 days. Sturgis is a dynamic event. Dynamic meaning that you see everything out here. All good. A lot of older people on trikes, not giving up. One thing I learned about the motorcycle people, the older they get, some of them, they turn their bike over or they fall down and they're like, I'm done. And then there's the group that go, okay, I'm not feeling real comfortable on a two-wheeler, so now I'm going to get a trike. And really is good to see Bill and Wendy Venturini out here. Wendy Venturini's mom and dad, they're out here for the Rusty ride. So really good to see them. And of course, my wife, she said, I don't feel comfortable riding on a two-wheeler with you, Kenny. If you buy a trike, I'll ride with you. So anyway, I remember being around some manly men, and they said, if I ever got to have a trike, I'll never ride. Well, don't give up that easily. Don't give up that easily, because I'm going to steal a page from Kyle Petty, and I'm going to share it with all of you. Kyle Petty said, Herm, I used to think the Kyle Petty charity ride was about motorcycles. He said, I learned it's about the people. So I agree with Kyle. Getting on the motorcycle, riding everywhere every day, it's about the people. I really enjoy. I've met so many new people through riding motorcycles. So anyway, just thought I would share that with you. So if you're a little bit older and you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, get yourself a trike. Lot safer. Okay, little drink of coffee. Just about out. But I got another coffee right down there. Kyle Larson, Kenny Wallace, Kenny Schrader, Tony Stewart. Who's my other one? Casey Kane. What do we all have in common, and why? We race dirt cars. We did not stop racing when our NASCAR careers were over. I see a couple things going on, and I heard something from my nephew, Stephen Wallace. Stephen said, Uncle Kenny, I defend you. Sometimes, the gentleman that builds the buses for the superstars in the music industry, he said to me, now, Herm, why did you pick the modifieds? Why didn't you run World of Outlaws? And I'm like, hold on. It's one thing that I really do like. People assume I'm like 25 years old because I'm awesome, right? Can't help it. People say to me all the time, why don't you run with the World of Outlaw late models? Why don't you run a sprint car? And like a dog, I'm like, huh? I look that good, huh? I'm 62. August 23rd, here in a couple weeks. I'll be 62 years old. So thank you for the compliment, wanting to know why I don't race dirt cars for a living. So, now if you go back, remember, I did run not World of Outlaw, but I ran super late models, won the Prelude to the Dream, won Cleveland, Tennessee against some big boys. And I said, these things are too expensive. So I went and ran modifieds because I didn't feel that I just think it's ridiculous for people to think you got to run this division or that division. I didn't need to feed my ego. Okay. I just wanted to race dirt and hang out with my buddies. So I started dirt racing at 44 years old. So hopefully that clears up some things. But I want to talk about Kyle Larson for a little bit. Kyle Larson, Tony Stewart. Let me see. Brody says, good morning, race car driver. Do you Yeah, I'll get back with you, Brody. So, hey, Kyle Larson, what you run that old dirt car for? So, years ago, I told Schrader, I said, I want to learn how to run dirt. And Kenny Schrader said to me, he says, you're right in the middle of your NASCAR Cup career. Why do you want to learn how to run dirt? Of course, I've told some people this before, but I said, because AJ Foyt and Mario Andretti ran the Indy 500 and also ran dirt. So before some of you people get confused and go, Herman, what do you run that dirt car for? Better yet, hey, Kyle Larson, why do you run that old dirt car when you're over here in NASCAR making millions and millions of dollars? You know, we did a Kenny conversation with Kyle Larson, and he said, no, I make really good money. So Kyle's making really good money. So why is he over here running this dirt car? Hey, Casey Kane, you've saved millions of dollars. Why are you running that old dirt car? My friends, the kind of money you can make in NASCAR in the millions, a World of Outlaw sprint car, listen, those motors are $90,000 nowadays because Jennifer and Richard Marshall, Priority Aviation, they sponsor my car. They tell me what they spend on these motors for the Knoxville Nationals, things like that. So I know what I'm talking about. Some of these motors for these World of Outlaw sprint cars, they're insane. So you're saying to yourself, you know, why does Kenny Wallace run that dirt car? Why does Kyle Larson chance it? Why does, you know, Casey Kane? Why did Tony Stewart, why did he run dirt? Because we love it. Truth be told, at this point in my life, I'm living my very best life. I'm having so much fun. See, it's a double-edged sword. I've had people come up to me, what do you like better, Kenny? Did you like running NASCAR or dirt racing? I said, hold on now. That's not fair. Everybody dreams of going NASCAR. And I know some of you are going to go, oh, NASCAR sucks. And hold on. Nobody thinks that. That's just stupid stuff to say. Jonathan Davenport, I interviewed him on Kenny Conversation. All these dirt racers dream of going NASCAR because you can make real money. And then when you're done, you're set for life. Like me, I'm set for life. But I couldn't fold my tent. What am I going to do? So that dirt car saves my life. I love it. And I do a lot of other things in life. So when you look at Kyle Larson, truth be told, he's having a blast. He's living his very best life running that dirt car. And he loves it. That's all there is to it. There's no more to it. He loves it. And I love it. And I run a modified because that's what I can afford. And if I don't do good, it just don't matter because it's not my life. I'm having fun running that dirt car. Kyle Larson's having fun running that dirt car. He makes that real money over there in Cup. And who doesn't want to see Kyle Larson run that dirt car? All right, I hope that explains a lot, everybody. When you're not racing dirt for a living, it's fun. Plus, dirt racing, the surface is fun. You can, you know, if you're not running good, hell, I think I'll go over here and try this. That's what I love about dirt racing. You're never out of it. You're never out of contention. You always can move that car around and search out different grooves. All right. Have a great Friday, everybody.